If God has you surrounded, what is it there to defend? What is it there to explain? He knows the truth. You don't know an explanation, but even better, you don't have to defend your point. God knows what is your point. Perhaps you may say, well, what about Paul in 2 Corinthians? Didn't Paul defend his case? Didn't Paul write a letter to defend his righteousness and his ministry before the Corinthians? Yes, that's the purpose of 2 Corinthians. And what I would say is, if you have the curriculum of Paul, if you have the apostleship, the imprimatur of God's authority the way Paul had it, if you have the ministry Paul had, then please be my guest. Defend yourself. Now, when you do it, then do it with the heart Paul did it. 2 Corinthians 6:11. Corinthians, our mouths have opened to you, but our hearts are wide open. Don't be constrained in your hearts against us. And finally, imitate Christ. What does imitating Christ mean? It means, learn from me, he said, for I am of a meek and humble spirit, creator of the universe, God Almighty, the one who did not regard equality with God something to grasp, but humbled himself to become a man and to become a servant and obey to the point of death, and death on a cross.